Hey guys, Kimmy Vapes here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Eleaf Istick Kiya 50 watt mod kit. Let's go ahead, take a vape, and then we'll go down below and we'll see what comes in the kit. Okay, and here is the Istick Kiya 50 watt mod kit. Now this kit was provided to me by vapesourcing.com. I will include a link in the description if you would like to go to vapesourcing.com and pick up the Istick Kiya kit. Let's go ahead and take a look at what comes inside the kit. So first thing you see here is the little Eleaf GS Junie tank. And then we have the mod itself. And then if we remove this, you'll see that you get a user manual for the Istick Kiya and the GS Junie quick start guide for filling the Junie tank. And then below that we have a USB charging cable and one additional spare coil. Now this coil that they include is a 1.5 ohm coil rated 8 to 20 watts, and the coil that comes pre-installed in the tank is a 0.75 ohm coil head. So there are a few coil head options for the Junie tank. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. And we'll see if it will focus for me. Okay, so the Junie tank is a bottom fill tank. You'll unscrew the bottom, and you'll see there that is where your coil head will screw in. And to fill your tank, you're going to actually have to fill it from each side there. You'll see some openings. Make sure that you don't put juice directly down the center, because that is your airflow chamber. So definitely don't want to accidentally put juice down the middle there. So you can refill this tank with a coil head installed. And the e-liquid that I'm going to be filling this tank with today is Simple E-Fruit Orange Mango Kiwi. And to fill it, you'll just want to tip it to the side, angle the tip of your bottle towards the glass, and then you're going to want to fill it, and be sure when you're filling it not to go past that center metal block there, otherwise the e-liquid will come up over and go right down your airflow. Then you'll just place the base with your coil head back on, and then flip it over, and there you go. Pretty mess free, no problems with, e-liquid or anything. If there's a little e-liquid in the tank, there's no issues with filling it as far as mess is concerned. Just make sure when you do install your coil head for the first time that you do prime that coil head by dripping some e-liquid directly on the cotton wicking channels of the coil head. And when you put that coil in for the first time, let the tank sit to soak up some e-liquid for a few minutes. Now it does have dual airflow on each side, and you can see not very big airflow holes, quite small. This is a mouth to lung tank. And you can close it up and just to those two tiny little holes there for a very restricted mouth to lung. And whatever you do to one side, it will do to the other. It comes with a 510 Delrin drip tip. It is a 2 milliliter tank capacity. And like I said, it is bottom fill, and it is a mouth to lung style tank. Let's go ahead and screw this down onto the device, and then we'll take a look at the device. So this is the Istick Kiya device, a very small device. It's a 50 watt device, and you'll see when I push the button once, a little clock will come up to turn it on. Press 5 times, it automatically turns on and will fire. So as I said earlier, I do have the 0.75 ohm tank coil head, which is ohming out to 0.76 here. Then you have your power, your volts, and your amps. And just like on the new Eleaf Invoke kit, this does come with a full menu system. There's your plus and minus buttons, which are clearly marked. The device itself is 57 millimeters tall, 25.8 millimeters thick, and it is a 1600 milliamp internal battery with 2 amp quick charging, which the charging port is located on the bottom there, and you'll see there is some battery ventilation holes. And it is also firmware upgradable. And to go through the menu functions, you'll just press the button 3 times. And you'll see there is your menu system. You can go to mode, set, and info. So if you click on mode, it'll take you into variable wattage, temperature control, custom temperature control, your clock, and this device does have a bypass mode on it. And to go back, we'll just click the button once, go back into the screen, go into set, and there you can lock the resistance of your coil. You can change the temperature control power. You can go into stealth mode, subpara, and then you have your clock option there. Coil preheat, timeout, and then of course the ENU screen, which is the ENU allows a safety feature which will allow the device to stop charging if overheating occurs. So say you have this plugged in and you're charging the device and something malfunctions, making sure that you have the ENU turned on, I highly recommend, because that will stop the charging current from going to the device. So that's a really nice safety feature that Eleaf has included on the Kiya. And the firing button is actually this whole bar on the side. Now it doesn't fire all the way to the bottom. The bar goes about halfway. You can press and it will fire, which is really nice for holding in the hand. You can kind of just squeeze your finger and it will fire the device. So let's go ahead, go back up top, have a vape on it, and I'll give you my thoughts and opinions about it. So there you have it, the Eleaf Istick Kiya 50 watt kit with the GS Junie tank. So what are my thoughts on it? This is, and I tell you, I feel like I'm a broken record with Eleaf. The last few things that I've reviewed from them has been really good. But this is a great little kit for beginners. Now, it is a mouth-to-lung tank. So for me, I generally vape direct lung these days. But I enjoy mouth to lung still. I still like when I go out and I'm just running errands around town and I don't want to blow big clouds. If I'm going to a function where I don't want to draw a lot of attention to myself, I still take mouth to lung kits with me. And I love little devices that I can throw in my purse, take with me. They're not big and eye attracting, and this is perfect for that. I can throw it in my purse. It has all of the functionality that I like. It has a menu system. It has options that I don't have to just use the Junie tank on it. I can use other tanks. It has temperature control options. Now, it goes up to 50 watts, which may be considered really low to some vapors, but 50 watts is plenty for me when I'm just trying to do a little stealthy vape. So I really like it for that. The tank itself, I do have a couple little cons, nitpicky cons about it. One of them is that it's a bottom fill tank. I feel like, especially in 2017, we have left bottom fill tank designs in the past where they belong. We have made really good strides in developing top fill systems that work well, that are easy to do, and I feel like Eleaf kind of missed the mark there on this tank, that for a beginner device, it would make sense to be really easy for the beginner and top fill is really easy for everybody. So the fact that you have to unscrew it from the device and you have to unscrew the base to fill it, and it's not really friendly when it comes to if you have a dripper bottle. It can be difficult to get into that tiny opening beside where the coil head goes in. So that's a big con for me, and that it takes away the easeability of a lot of the beginner devices that are already on the market. Besides that, it's a great mouth to lung tank. When it's wide open, it's a nice loose mouth to lung. You can direct lung on it, but it's one of those direct lungs where you have to kind of let air come in from the sides of your lips. So you can direct lung on it, and you can get good clouds, so to speak, on it. But it's not designed for that. It really shines in the mouth to lung. For me, I like a nice loose mouth to lung, so I can leave the airflow wide open and get a good mouth to lung off of it. Now you can close it down even further. And then you get that very cigarette-like mouth to lung. It's got a really restrictive draw, which I think is going to be great for smokers who are looking to start vaping. So great job, Eleaf, on creating a really nice mouth to lung tank. Now I am running a 7030 VG-PG e-liquid in this tank, and I will say it can keep up as long as I'm not chain vaping on it. But that coil head really could benefit more from like a 60-40 or a 50-50. I think you could really, and of course beginners are going to be vaping higher nicked, probably lower VGE liquids. So if you're somebody that vapes 50-50, 60-40s, you're going to have no problem with these coil heads keeping up and chain vaping. If you vape 70-30s or 80-20s, if you chain vape it, you can feel that coil head starting to get dry. I haven't had any burnt hits or dry hits from it, but I am very careful to pay attention to the flavor, and when I feel that coil head starting to get dry, I put it down. Now onto the mod. It is such a cute little mod. It's an internal 1600 mAh battery, so it's got quite a nice size battery in it. I am able to get almost a full battery, or I'm sorry, almost a full day from the battery, because you really don't take this mod above 20 watts if you're using the Junie tank on it. So with using the Junie tank, not taking it above 20 watts, I can almost get a full day off the battery. Now, if I were to put another tank, because this does have the ability to fit up to 25 millimeter size tanks, if I do put one of my sub-ohm tanks, perfect example is I took off the tank the LOT sub-ohm tank that comes with the 220 watt, and I put it on there, and it does sit with no overhang, but 50 watts really wasn't able to push the coils that I have in here, so I prefer it with the little mouth to lung setup, and then it lasts me all day. Another great thing is this comes with the menu system, just like the Invoke mod comes with. Very easy to navigate, very responsive menu system, the ability to lock the buttons, and this one also has that unique menu option, which is called ENU, which is a safety feature that allows you to plug in the mod, and with that on, if anything happens, if it starts to overheat, the device detects the temperature change and will immediately cut off the charging to the device, which I think is really great. Now, whether or not that option works, I don't know. I haven't had any problems with the device in charging, and hopefully nobody ever has to find out if that works or not. But I think it's a great little safety feature for a device that requires direct charging to the mod. As far as cons for the device, I really don't have any cons. It's a great little device. It goes very well with the Junie tank, I think this would be a great device for beginners to pick up. So as always, if you would like to pick up this device or the e-liquid that I'm vaping in this video, I will have links down in the description for everything that I talked about today. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. If you're not already, please hit that subscribe button, and if you are a subscriber, please hit the bell icon so you'll get notified when I upload my next video. Once again, thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.